Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. Welcome to Extra Crisp. We are in for one hell of a video. Y'all better drop that like out right now, man, because this is going to be a great one right here. Hopefully, man. Hopefully, we got the top 50 NBA players right now by oprahside. oprahside, guys. Yeah, man, it's a pretty long one, so we're gonna hop right into it, man. Probably going to be the only other upload for the day. So yeah, all that support, man, greatly appreciate it. And also subscribe, to the channel, bro. We're trying to hit 1 million subscribers in the next 2 decades. 2 decades to do so, man. Where is he? Where's Clark Kent?
Let's do it!
Where you at, man? His name's Clark, right? Yeah, it's Clark Kent. Superman. Superman is you too. No, that was iPod King Carter.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls,
get your ass out of my face!
I got the fresh shirt, fresh shorts.
Fresh shirt. You mean to tell me that if it's not a top 50 player, you're wearing dirty shorts and dirty shirt too? I'm just saying. Or fresh isn't like, that's fresh, man. Like, I don't know. Okay.
That can only mean one thing.
Just hear it.
My top 50. Now, I told you guys before the season started that I was going to be dropping my top 50 players in the league.
I didn't watch it last year. How was it last year?
With my predictions.
Okay.
On what teams are going to finish where.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it.
I seen right before DDG's party that Bleacher Report dropped their top 100 of all time.
It wasn't.
And Allen Iverson wasn't even in the top 50.
It wasn't.
I actually recorded a video to that, but I never uploaded it because I didn't have time. This list that I'm about to show.
Wait, you recorded the video, but you didn't have time to upload it? All right, just upload and walk away from your computer, man.
Is not based off of opinion. Well, maybe a little. Just a little. But like Kyrie and
whose is it?
There might be a little bias for that. This is not based off of opinion, all right? This is based off stats. I went and I looked at the ESPN list.
Stats are subjective
The
to change.
The NBC.
I guess, I don't know.
I looked at all of the lists. I looked at all of the stats.
Okay.
I've been working on this list for the last 3 days.
Luke Kennard, top 5 3-point shooter in the NBA. The man shot 41% last season.
I can explain
Stats.
exactly why I put every person above each other. This is not random. I put time into this.
Okay.
Hours into this, okay? I'm excited.
Bro, give it, I want the Bleacher Report reaction. Just give it to us. We'll wait. Like, we don't care that's a little late. I want to see it.
Let's go on some controversy. All right, so anyways, we're going to get this started. Now, I'm going to start this list off with my top 5.
Oh, top 5.
Normally,
okay.
in videos like this or whatever, they do their top 5 last. No. I'm starting it with my top 5.
Okay.
We're going to do the top 5 first.
We're gonna get right into
30 to 50. Then we're going to do 6 to 30. We're going to bounce all
1 to 5, 30 to 50, and then 6 to 20. What? Okay. Let me see the end product. We'll go with that. Okay. Let's see what
but I'm starting this off with my top 5, and I really don't even need to look at the screen. I know who the top 5 is. I know exactly why.
Okay.
Number 1, LeBron. Number 1 is LeBron. A lot of people are trying to say that Kawhi and is better than LeBron. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. If you look at the game of basketball, all things that are
I'm going to let him talk. I'm going to wait till he lists his top 5, and then I will comment.
Involved with making a basketball player, all of the different stats, all of the different handle, dribble, all that, you add all of that up together, LeBron is for sure the best player in the league.
Okay.
He's for sure the best player in the league. No one is doing more than he is on the basketball court. It's just that simple. I don't really know how else to put it. They're not doing more. They're not doing more. They're not sticking better.
He got Kevin Durant number 2.
Defense, and if they are,
he got Kevin Durant number 2. I can see it.
Or the
I can see it, man.
Or the blocks. You know what I'm saying? The leadership, the clutchness, the percentage. You know what I'm saying? The consistency. Like what? Like
okay, I understand. Really, LeBron's good. Yes, he does it all out there. I ain't gonna argue on. I'm not gonna argue with him on this one. Look, I get it, man. LeBron's great. LeBron's great. He was on a not so good team last season, but I will say this straight up: let's say you would have put LeBron on Kawhi's team last year, or on Giannis's team last year, or on Kevin Durant's team last year. All those teams are either doing just as good or if not better. So I will give him that. But if you would put all any of those guys on the Lakers last year, playing the same amount of games that LeBron did, you probably have similar results,
I don't
right?
need to explain this. Number one is LeBron.
Lakers roster was garbage last year.
Number two, I got KD. So my list, as you can see, is barring no injuries. KD's obviously injured with an ACL. We don't know what he's going to look like when he come back. He could be better. He could be worse. We don't know. But if we're basing this off of what I seen at the end of last season, barring no injury,
sure,
I would have KD at number 2 coming into this season.
I don't hate that.
I
don't like Kevin Durant, but I don't hate that.
But I think that it goes to KD. KD's offense was so crazy last year, you could damn near say he was better than LeBron. Now, I would never say that because, like I said, all the other things that go into it, the defense, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
Just all that.
It's okay to say it, though, for one season.
The rebounding, the blocks, the leading, this and that. So he's not.
Yeah, but I mean, Kevin Durant's got the defense too. And that's the thing, like last year, Durant was a much better defender than LeBron James. Like, it wasn't even close. Durant was a much better defender. Like, I'm talking y'all want to talk defensive player of the year kind of thing. Like, he was that good at defense.
But if you look at it, just the scoring, he was damn near. If you just look at his scoring, he was damn near better than LeBron. He damn near was. Yeah. So KD's number 2. I would put KD at number 2.
KD's defense is way better than LeBron's as of late.
Kawhi, who is my 3rd spot. I think he's a step above Kawhi. Kawhi's defense is insane.
His playmaking's not great.
KD still has pretty good defense too. But I think that KD's offense is more unstoppable than Kawhi.
I would say just say the playmaking straight
KD's
up.
offense is crazy. He might have the best O in the league. Honestly, he damn near might have the best O in the league. There's one other person that comes to mind.
Luke Kennard.
He might have the best offense in the league. He's crazy.
Who should probably be number 4, right?
Make anything from anywhere. Kawhi can't make anything from anywhere. Kawhi can make a lot, but he can't make anything from anywhere. Kawhi
he also ain't no 7-footer though. Durant be lying about his damn height.
From deep, 2 seconds into the shot clock. You know what I'm saying? He's not. He's not doing that. So I got Kawhi number 3.
Okay.
Kawhi's number 3 for me. Number 4, I have Giannis. I think last year I had Russell at number 4. Russell was moved down. He's not even in my top 5. Number 4, I have Giannis.
5 is Harden.
I think that it's pretty obvious that Kawhi and KD and LeBron are better than Giannis. So I won't really go into detail too much about that.
I do have a question that you'll probably never answer because I'm sure you'll never see this video. But if you got those 3 over Giannis, and this is just based off of last season and what we're going into this season with, why did Giannis win the MVP award? I think that's the discussion we had. Because Giannis, he plays power forward, but I think we all consider him more of a small forward. Why is he the 4th best ranked small forward if he won MVP?
I mean, Giannis can't shoot, so there's that. So yeah, I won't go too much into that. But Giannis he's unstoppable. He could become the best player in the league if he gets at least as good of a jump shot.
He might already be there.
I don't know, Russell. He has to at least be able to shoot as good as Russell, and then maybe he could be the best player in the league. But right now, I have him at number 4. I don't think there's really too much to say about that one. That one should be pretty straightforward. And then at number 5, I have Harden.
All right, that's not.
Last year I had Russell.
That's not some outlandish list where I'm going to be like, oh my god, what an idiot. This guy's always talk about. That is a respectable top 5. And anybody's top 5 is going to look a little bit different for the most part. I have no issues with that top 5. That's his opinion. He doesn't have some outlandish statement on there. It's fine. Especially that he's not considering injury, right?
So, over Harden
sure.
and Curry. And I said if you were to look at all of the things that go into making a basketball player, I think that Russell would have the edge. I think Russell's a better passer than Harden, better defensive player, better rebounder.
Okay, here we go. Here we go, guys.
So that's why it's hard. It's sort of hard for me to put Harden above Russell. But this year, I have Harden above Russell and Curry, just because I think that Harden really is. I think Harden has the
Russell went down a little bit last year.
If it's not him, it's Durant. But Harden on offense is he's just completely unstoppable. And I think he's gotten even more unstoppable. You know what I'm saying? From he can just score.
That little side thing he does now too.
From anywhere.
What is it? Got the basketball
on anyone, on any
That's
team.
Weird looking. I can't do it.
Harden to me.
Need a basketball court.
Even though he's not a better passer and he ain't sticking no defense.
Defense ain't that bad. He actually ranks in the top 74th percent projectile. Saw it in video earlier today. I actually reacted to it. Knowledge.
His offense,
yes, sir.
It's insane. It's insane. So I have him at number 5. Okay. Now,
here we go. Let's get here we
30
go.
through 50. I'll try and move a little bit quicker on these, and then we'll go 6 to 30.
Interesting order.
Number 30, I have Chris Paul. Some of you guys might be thinking that's kind of low.
It's a good starting point because now I can see who he has below and above Chris Paul. Like, that's a good like near medium point. I mean, 25 would be medium, but still.
Really, I think it's kind of high.
Yeah, he fell off.
But out of respect for Chris Paul, he averaged about 15 points.
Like a 16 and 8 guy last year.
Assists,
yeah,
about a steal and a half a game.
Yep.
I remember his stats. Yeah, I told you it was calculated where I put him. Yeah, he's 30. 31, I have LaMarcus Aldridge.
Yeah,
I don't really have too much to say.
Yo, I want to know what he's talking about, man. Good ranking, man. What's up? Trae Young should be above LaMarcus Aldridge.
Say about that one. That'll make more sense as we go along. 32 and 33, I have Trae Young and De'Aaron Fox.
Sure.
Now, Trae Young is damn near better than Chris Paul right now. But out of respect for Chris Paul and his leadership, maybe he's a little bit more better passer.
Defense, too.
The defense might be a little bit better, right? Out of respect for him, I have Chris Paul above.
It ain't like CP3 is
Trae
like killing,
Young.
or
But
like
at the
Trae
end of
Young
this
killed
year,
Chris Paul in stats.
I'm pretty sure Trae Young will be better than Chris Paul. Some of you guys might be thinking, why is De'Aaron Fox not above Trae? No, he's not. Originally, I had De'Aaron Fox above Trae Young, but when I went and looked at the stats, like you guys are seeing right now, when I went and looked at the stats, I think that Trae Young's better. I think it's pretty obvious that Trae Young is just a notch better.
Yeah.
Sorry, De'Aaron.
It's a fine ranking. Like a little bit more points, more
I feel like
assists.
Chris Paul is pretty high because he could have been like 33 or something like that. You know what I mean? But I put him at 30. 34, I have Nikola Vucevic.
Okay, solid center.
I don't watch the Magic, so I don't get to see him play a lot. A lot of the ESPN lists and stuff that I was looking at had him in the top 30, which I thought was a little crazy. He does have pretty good stats.
First time All-Star. Gotta give
but he's
him that.
on the Magic, so I don't really know. He was just, but he's definitely not better than LaMarcus Aldridge. Not, in my opinion. So that's sort of why I got him right there. 35, we have DeMar DeRozan. DeMar DeRozan is really drastically. That's
a bit of a drop off. That's a drop off.
We've been doing these lists for like 2 years now. I remember DeMar DeRozan was like a top 20 like 2 years ago. Then last year he fell off, and he's falling off again. DeMar DeRozan is falling off. I asked you guys on Twitter. I asked all you guys on Twitter if you think DeMar DeRozan is Bradley Beal, because I was having a little bit of trouble with that one, and all of you guys said Bradley Beal. So it's like, okay. Bradley Beal's in my top 30, so you'll see him in a second. But yeah, DeMar DeRozan is at 35.
That's a good list so far.
And really, you could say that Jason Tatum or maybe even Chris Middleton is better than DeMar DeRozan. But I think DeMar DeRozan is a little bit more balanced all around. A little bit better at taking it to the hole than both of them. Chris Middleton.
Yeah, I think no doubt I'll take DeMar over Jason Tatum and Chris Middleton. But Middleton, I don't know. Well, even Tatum can really have like a jump up this season, you know?
Middleton has a better shot than Jason Tatum and DeRozan. Really, I thought about putting Middleton above Tatum. But I didn't. And I like the order I got. I agree with it. Like I said, I put a lot of time. I think it's pretty accurate. I think DeMar's just a little better than Tatum, and Tatum's just a little better than Middleton. Maybe you like Middleton more than Tatum.
Yeah,
maybe
you got him so close in the ranking.
Close.
It's not like
close.
a big.
It's a close
one.
At 38 and 39, I have Lou Will and Jamal Murray.
Ooh, well, it's a little interesting debate right there. Is Lou Williams, what he does off the bench, more important than what Jamal does as a starting point guard? Okay.
A lot of people had Jamal Murray higher. I'm not that convinced of Jamal Murray. I watch Jamal Murray. We've seen Jamal Murray a lot.
He's a nice player. I'd have him a little higher,
He's
I
very
think.
Streaky. He has some games where he looks really good, and then he has some games where he's doesn't look that good. Lou Will is a lot more consistent.
That max extension was a little premature.
Off the bench too. I don't even know how Lou Will hasn't started some of these years. For Lou Will's size, he's absolutely unstoppable. Big Lou Will fan. That's as high as I can. I mean, I put him above Jamal Murray just because he's more consistent, but I can't really. Do I have my head in here? No, I can't really go too much higher than that. Okay. And then number 40, I have Clint Capella.
Okay.
Who will make more sense in a second. We'll just leave that alone for right now. Okay. At 41, I have Zion Williamson. Zion didn't make the top 30. I think this is a pretty good placement for him. If you look,
we gotta see him play first. Like I'll give you that.
Up, if you look 30 through 41, I think that all of those dudes are better than him right now. Zion will most likely pass all of those dudes up in a few years.
Yep.
But as of right now, Chris Paul through Clint Capella are all better than Zion Williamson. But 41 is good because he's the only rookie on this damn list. He's the only rookie that made the list. You know what I'm saying? There's not a lot of rookies or even sophomores even on this list. So that's good for him. That's very good for him.
Yeah, it's a fair
At 42,
ranking.
I have Draymond Green. And Draymond Green, he just kept on moving farther and farther down my list. He started up here, then he went down there, and then he went down there, and then he ended up right here, and this is where he's staying. Draymond Green's stats this year were they weren't impressive. Yeah, 7 rebounds, 7 assists. We get like 7 points.
It's like a Draymond-esque stat line, though.
He's just, I mean, guys, he's not that good. He's not that good. Like, he's good in the system that they have in Golden State, but, like, he doesn't have that much skill. I'm sorry, Draymond. You don't have that much skill, bro. You know what I'm saying?
He does everything fine. He doesn't do anything, like, spectacular, like, outside of defense, that is. But yeah, it's like he does fine at scoring. Like, you know, he can make his threes every now and then. Get you, like, 7-8 rebounds. Get you a few. The assist is actually nice, especially for his position. Well, you pass into Curry, bro, I'll be averaging 10 assists, to be honest, man, right?
So, yeah, 42 is where he's going. Zion's above it. Zion's better than you. Like, he's better than you right now. Coming into the league, Zion is better than you. I'm sorry, he is. I'm sorry. Really, I could say Al Horford is better than Draymond. I really could, but Al Horford he digressed. He digressed this year too.
Did he?
He definitely got worse.
What's his stats?
Not as good as he was the year before.
What's his stats?
But out of respect, I'll put Draymond above him. Just barely, though. Just barely. Just barely. Then we have Zach LaVine, Laurie Marketing.
Ooh. Okay, I can see some Zach LaVine fans getting pissed about this. Because, for one, I think Zach LaVine is way better than Laurie Marketing right now. Like, I got to see Laurie for an entire season. But, I mean, like, I could see that pissing off some Bulls fans right there, man. I could see it.
Laurie Marketing is really better than Al Horford and Draymond Green. I think offensively.
But then beyond that,
the Bulls suck. We don't really see we never seen what he looks like on a good team or a decent team.
At least top 30 for me.
So for that reason, his stats are kind of inconsistent. So he's got to go right there. Number 46, I have Lonzo Ball. It pains me to say it, but yeah, you're number 46, bro. All of the people that I listed are all better than you.
I do like Lonzo Ball.
And it's mainly because you're not aggressive. Like I say that all the time, Lonzo. You gotta play more aggressive, bro. You gotta play more aggressive, G. Like
he'll get there.
How else to put it. Like
he's so young. You gotta give him time.
Score 30 points. Ain't nobody saying be Harden. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying ball hog. No, I am saying you should ball hog because you ball hogging won't.
Lonzo could, if he wanted to, average like 17 points, like 9 assists, and like 8 rebounds. He could do that on a nightly basis. I think that's like the ceiling we see for Lonzo Ball.
Really be ball hogging. But you got to score more. You got to score more, bro. There's no reason Lonzo Ball shouldn't be averaging 15 points a game.
That broke-ass jump shot, but hopefully it got better.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that should be easy. And you're not doing it. So, 46, sorry. Drew Holiday right underneath him. Julius.
All right. Yeah. Okay. That's both those guys right there. Probably the first major L of the video, I would say. You were totally underrating Drew Holiday. You are totally Isn't this man like a 25-5 guy plus one of the best perimeter defensive shooting guards in the league? Like, Drew Holiday is better than Lonzo Ball right now. I'm sorry. Drew Holiday, I think, is better than Lou Williams right now. Drew Holiday is one of the most underrated, underappreciated players in the entire league. Have him at 47th, that's disrespect. That's straight up disrespect. Julius Randle, he had a great season for the Pelicans last year. I still think that's probably a little low for him too. Like, I would probably take Julius Randle over Draymond Green. Yeah, I gotta see who 1 through 29 is too, though. Or should I say 6 through 29?
Randle, who's really good.
But no, probably the first biggest L I've seen so far.
Better than Draymond Green, kind of. Mike Conley.
What? You got fucking Mike Conley at 49? You got Mike Conley at 49? This dude literally just had his best season ever. Hey Siri, what was Mike Conley's basketball stats last year?
Mike Conley was a point guard for
Yeah,
the
I know
Grizzlies
that.
in 2018.
This man last year, if I'm reading it correctly, averaged 21 points, 6 assists, and over 1 steal per game. Ooh. I will say, like, 30 through, like, 43, for the most part, I wasn't too upset about. Once Zach LaVine hit, though.
It's Mike Conley, Kevin Love. And
Yeah,
Miles
Mike
Turner.
Conley is a great point guard.
So, yeah, man, that's 30 through 51. Take another second to look at it.
Yeah, I
Here's
see.
1 through
Trust me,
5
I see.
again. Like
Trust me, I
said.
see. Man, the top 5 wasn't bad either, but
I like this list. I think this is the best one I've done. I like this list. I think it's accurate as hell. I think it's very accurate. In my opinion, I think it's very accurate. And I think pretty much all of those that I said was unbiased. If not all of them. Okay, so now we're going to do 6 through 30.
Okay.
And then the whole list will make sense. Okay, so which way do we want to go?
I'm curious if he has Westbrook over Curry, because that ain't going to be great. I would just start up and go down.
At number 29, I have
there you
Pascal
go.
Siakam.
Sure, fair enough. I kind of wish he put his other list on the left side here, just so I could like see who I'm forgetting about. That he has guys
Who
over
I think
or
is
under.
just barely better than LaMarcus Aldridge. Because LaMarcus Aldridge can shoot.
Pascal ain't got
Pascal
bad jumper.
Siakam's defense is rebounding.
Siakam
He's
is-
more aggressive.
Jumper ain't bad though.
I'm going to give Pascal Siakam the
There
edge.
we
He's
go, there we go,
younger.
there
I'm going
we
to give
go.
him the slight edge over LaMarcus. And I mean slight. And I mean slight edge. At 28, I have Bradley Beal.
Sure.
Like I said, I was struggling with the Bradley Beal DeMar DeRozan for a second, but Bradley Beal had a better year. You guys are right. He had a better year. DeRozan fell down. And even though I feel like Bradley Beal and DeMar DeRozan are really close, you see how many spots it cost DeRozan just because there's so many guys. So, Bradley Beal I have at number 28. At number 27, I have
D'Lo.
D'Lo.
D'Lo, Bradley
Actually, I want to go top to bottom. I'm
D'Lo,
sorry, guys.
Bradley
I'm
Beal, you
hopping
can
all
argue
over
that.
the place.
You can
I'm
argue
hopping
that.
all over the place. I want to go top to bottom. I feel like it'll make more sense if I do that.
All right.
All right, at number 6, I have Anthony Davis.
Sure. That's good with that.
At number 6, I have Anthony Davis. He's the best big
Generational big
man
guy.
in the league for sure, without a doubt. Sometimes it's hard to say if a big man is better than a guard because they play such totally different games. But
That's a good point.
I think Anthony Davis is number 6. You could make a case that maybe he's better than Harden. You could make that case, and I wouldn't. If you said you think AD is better than Harden, I wouldn't argue it. But I think going into this year, I think
though,
Harden
yep.
is just is slightly better. At number 7, I have Russell Westbrook.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, the laugh, yo. You know, I know why you're laughing. Come on, man. Russell Westbrook is not better than Steph Curry, bro. He is not better. Ugh.
then at number 8, I have Stephen Curry.
Yeah, there it is.
I do those together just because I think it makes sense that way. Okay, so this is my thing.
You don't got
Russell
no
Westbrook is just all around better than Curry. Curry is a better passer. I mean, he's a better shooter,
Yup.
and he has better handles. I think that's about it.
See, but you're saying Russell Westbrook's a better passer. Russell Westbrook averages more assists. That is different from being a better passer. I don't know what the turnovers look like, though. That's the thing. You also got to put into account turnovers and things along those lines. Yeah.
Curry is also I won't say very inconsistent, but he's inconsistent. Sometimes Russell's a little inconsistent.
Oh,
and
Curry way
sometimes
more
Curry's
efficient than
not a
Russell
lot,
is.
but like 20% of the time they're not always there, right? But I think that Russell's a way better passer. I think he's a way better passer. He's throwing better passes, for sure, in a game of basketball. He's a better rebounder.
So we got Curry right there. Three turnovers. And we got Russell Westbrook at about 4 to 5 turnovers. You want to round up? We'll say 5. 11 assists. Curry only averaged 4 assists? Is that true? Or am I looking at something different here? Oh, okay. I will look up here. Okay, about 5 assists. Okay, his assists actually not all that crazy.
He's got better defense.
Not actually all that crazy.
Steals,
Thought it was a little higher.
blocks. Yeah, I think he's beating Curry in just about every category that there is, other than
the man about to
shooting
convince me that Russell Westbrook's better than
and
Curry.
dribbling. If you
Is
want to
that
put
about to
dribbling in a
happen?
category, so I'm sorry, but Curry's number 8.
Give me a reason why it's not, guys.
Curry's number 8,
Give
and
me a
I
reason
think
why
that's
Curry should be
pretty
higher.
unbiased. I think that that's sort of where he deserves to be. I don't think that he's better than any of the people that I named. I don't. Yeah. So at number 9, I have Paul George, and at number 10, I have Embiid. Tricky because, like I said, it's hard to say if Paul George is better than Embiid because they both play different positions, and Embiid was crazy last year.
So was Paul George.
Almost won MVP for a second. He was dropping damn near 40 a game.
That's a good reason.
Y'all remember that? I remember that vividly.
I remember that.
So yeah, I have Paul George with the slight edge over Embiid, but if you were to switch, like, it's hard to tell. There's different positions. Okay, number 11 and 12, I have Kyrie and Damian Lillard.
I'll go Lillard over Kyrie right now.
I'm giving Kyrie the slight edge over Damian Lillard.
I would not do that.
Because maybe I'm a little biased. Because,
see, but you can tell when the biasness is showing. Because like a lot of these you've been explaining right away, like why you're saying who, but like why. But right there you just said, a little bit of bias, and now you're kind of taking a little while to like think about it because you are in your mind you're like, yeah, I am a little biased, but let me try to give some sort of reasoning. Like that's the vibe I'm getting.
As clutch as Damian Lillard is, I think Kyrie's the clutchest player in the league. I think that they can both get their shot.
Damian Lillard literally destroyed the OKC Thunder franchise. Your boy Russell Westbrook, who you have at 7, now plays for a different basketball team because Damian Lillard just destroyed the entire franchise with one clutch-ass shot.
Just about as consistently as each of the other ones. The stats are very similar. I don't know, man. I just think that Kyrie has just a little bit more skill. He's just got a little bit more skill than Damian Lillard. Just a little bit. If this was 2K, I'd give Kyrie a 91 and Damian Lillard a 90. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're close. But
is there Lillard 93 in 2K?
Kyrie's got a little bit more skill than Damian Lillard. So I have Lillard at 12. At 13, I have Jokic.
Respectful, okay. I like
third highest big man on this list.
Okay,
I think that goes without saying. He's right behind Embiid and AD.
Sure.
Then I have Jimmy Butler and Klay Thompson. I think that Jimmy Butler had a better year than Klay Thompson last year. Yeah, for sure. I mean, not just by the stats, but if you were just watching it, I think that it was a little bit obvious that Jimmy Butler had a better year than Klay Thompson, especially when he was on the Sixers. Jimmy Butler, when he was on the Sixers, looked better than Klay Thompson, barring no injury too, because Klay Thompson's injured, so we don't really know for sure. So I've got Jimmy Butler slightly ahead of him. Then I have Towns.
Okay, at 16. Glad you have him pretty high up.
Porzingis. Porzingis was injured. I haven't even seen.
I have not seen Luka Doncic yet. I gotta imagine he's gotta be between there though. He's gotta be on there.
That
he's got
much
to be.
of Porzingis.
I'll be so confused if he's not.
But I still think that you have to put him at 17. I have him slightly above Gobert. A lot of lists have Gobert above Towns and Porzingis. I can't do it.
I don't blame you.
I checked the stats.
Especially
not
in case
only
of
just the stats, but from what I see, Gobert, yeah, your defense is absolutely insane. You're huge. We get all of that. But they're both better scorers than you. A lot better scorers.
Porzingis is huger.
A lot better.
He like
you know
7'3", isn't
They're both at least twice as good at scoring on offense. At least twice. Porzingis is probably 3 times. So, yeah, Gobert. Yeah, you're at
Where's
19
Blake Griffin?
and at 18.
Where's Blake Griffin?
Booker. Some people had Devin Booker kind of low on their list. To me, Devin Booker is, you can't put Devin. His stats are insane. He's on a bad team, but his stats are insane. And when you see Devin Booker play with other pros, like in the Olympic practices, and he's always,
you don't like being double teamed though.
Devin Booker is elite. I think where I got him is the perfect place for him at 18. 19 is Rudy Gobert.
D-Books, he seems a little too high. Like, I get what you're saying, but he just seems just a tad too high for me right there. I don't know. Maybe top 25.
And number 20 is Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons just leaked into the top 20. He's working on his jump shot. He
looking
gets
okay
that
out
jump
there
shot
too.
down.
The form's
he
not
can
bad.
Be in the top 10. If he gets a jump shot, he'll be top 10. For sure. But it won't be easy, but he can do it.
It should be. He's a freaking NBA player. Should be able to hit this damn jump shots,
got
man.
him with the slight edge over people like Donovan Mitchell, CJ McCollum, Victor Oladipo. I think Ben Simmons is
Right, you didn't say Blake Griffin.
easily a notch better than both of them. Donovan Mitchell did average a little bit more points, but the rebounds and the
You didn't say anything about Blake Griffin.
Yeah, nah, he's better than Donovan Mitchell. A year ago, I don't think
You didn't say Blake Griffin's name. You said Mitchell. Say his name.
I would have said that, but Ben Simmons is better now. Blake Griffin at 21, just a notch below Gobert, but really I could put him above Gobert. That's a tough one.
Yeah, he should be.
That's a tough one, but
no
again,
doubt.
I like where he's at. I think it makes sense.
He should be a little higher. Just a little bit.
And then number 25 is Kemba. So that's my top. That's my 6 through 25. And I think it's pretty accurate. And then to just finish off the list, I have Luka at 26.
There's Luka. Okay, I was waiting for him to show
D'Lo
up.
at 27.
I'm taking Luka over CJ McCollum. And Donovan Mitchell, I think.
And then the rest of them I already
I
said.
think.
So looking at this list, 1 through 50, you notice a few things. One, Kyle Lowry did not make the list. Maybe Kyle Lowry is better than Mike Conley,
Bro, what's with the Mike Conley hate?
but I don't know.
I didn't know anybody that hate Mike Conley.
But certainly everybody above Mike Conley, he is not better than. Kyle Lowry is not better than any of those dudes above Mike Conley. Not one. I'm
Not
sorry,
better than
Kyle
Lonzo?
Lowry. You made my top 60, but not my top 50. And yeah, I think it makes sense. Luka's a little high considering Luka's 26 and Trae Young is 32. That felt a little crazy when I was doing it, and that I put D'Lo above.
Luka's better than
but
Trae Young.
I think that's where Luka deserves. I think Luka's going to have an absolutely insane year. He looked insane in preseason, and just look for Luka to get better.
Damn, that was a long ass video, man. I'm sorry, guys.
This is. I think I said all I needed to say.
Okay, there it is, guys. He said all I needed to say. Sorry, guys. Video's getting super long. I will say, from top to bottom, from 1 through 50, it's not the worst list I've seen out there. Like, I think he's backed up his points in a lot of cases. There is definitely a few things in it where I'm just like, why the hell would you put that? I think anybody's list is going to have that, though. But, I mean, when you look at it as like complete whole 1 through 50, not the worst list I've seen out there by far, man. It's not bad. It's not a bad list. And obviously there's going to be some biasness in there, man, because he's got players out there he likes more than others. You know, for one, come on, nobody's saying Russell Westbrook's better than Steph Curry. Unless you really like Russell Westbrook, you really don't like Steph Curry. But I don't know, man, not the worst. So, yeah, guys, give me your thoughts about it in the comment section below. Thank you all so much for watching. Link to OSN's channel in the description below. Peace out, guys.